Anyway, yeah. Have you seen that Netflix trailer, The Our Father,
Yeah, fuck,
that
man.
people have been talking about?
That looks messed up.
It does.
It's not out yet, is it?
Not yet. A month or 2 months is it away, but it's all about Jizz Doctor.
The Jizz Doctor.
Yeah, Jizz Doctor.
If they'd have mentioned what that was in school, I think we'd have tried harder. If we knew that a Jizz Doctor was a thing.
Tried harder at what? Wanking?
Oh, that wasn't possible for me. Yeah, for anyone who hasn't seen this is basically a trailer. Again, we're not giving anything away because it's not out yet, but it's basically about he's like a fertility doctor, isn't he? From some small town in America.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Who basically was going around using his own semen to inseminate a plethora of women. And obviously they're all giving birth. It finds out that obviously in this small town where everyone kind of knows each other anyway, that loads of people might be kind of interrelated or might have gone out on dates with people who they didn't know were siblings.
So he was receiving the semen of men who were donating.
Yes, but then using his
Was
own.
was it donations or was it couples who needed to be what's the word? What's the sign?
IVF and that kind of thing.
Artificially inseminated.
Yeah,
Is that the correct? Did I get that right?
Well, yeah.
No way did I know
That's
that.
what I mean, he was inseminating people with
Yeah.
his own...
Science and shit.
His own
I know science.
Yeah.
Artificially inseminated by. So there were couples that were thinking they were going to be the biological
I assume in
parents.
some cases, I mean, the trailer doesn't really go into that, but I mean, I'm assuming
And then,
to an extent, yeah.
He swaps the jizz for his own, pops his own jizz in, and
Now he has a whole brood across a whole town.
now his children are mooching about everywhere.
Yeah.
Now in the trailer, they all seem to be girls. How did it? Why did they? Did
I
you
think
know?
there was one, in the trailer, I think there was one bloke. It's in like, technically his
I didn't
son.
see many in the trailers, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought. Like you can't control that shit, can you? So unless you can sort of make it sort of happen. There's
Well, I don't know
periods
whether
of
he was doing
time.
that. I don't know whether he was actively trying to...
But there is periods of time in the cycle, the woman's cycle, of when you're likely to have a girl rather than a boy.
Well, maybe, but apparently it's the guy who determines the gender,
Right.
however that works. But in overall, yeah, I don't mean that you have a choice. I mean,
Yeah.
the gender is decided, whatever spurts out your tip.
What the fuck, man?
messed up.
Was
It's a power
he in the
trip.
trailer? Was he in? Was it
No,
him?
I
Was
think-
that an actor playing?
I
his...
think it was a reenactment. I think those were, because they were too cinematic. I think they were reenactments.
Yeah, because he was like doing that whole like lower your head,
Yeah.
and like the camera zooms
Well,
in and you like raise your head
like
like
he's
an
some
evil
holy
figure,
dude, though.
and you look through your forehead at the camera.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
angle there is just like, oh,
Yeah, I think
it's just like, yeah, that guy's dark. But he seemed to be welcoming it. So if that's the actual person, he's only like putting the nails in his own coffin by doing that. Sure.
well, some of that happens though, doesn't it? You know, sometimes serial killers, they kind of want adulation. They kind of want to be caught, so then they can get
Yeah.
interviewed and talk about, oh, this is why I did it, and like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm only going to do this interview if you bring like, you know, such and such news in to film me do it. They like the notoriety. I don't know whether this dude falls into that bracket, but I mean, some people do like that, don't they? Which is fucked up. To be fair, the guy's a one-man cum factory either way.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he must have a proper set of bollocks on him. Physically.
Well, not really. I mean, I jizz on the rag. Every guy jizzes on the rag. Don't see why just putting it on a slide. A little.
He must be dangerously fertile.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because not everyone. lands,
Ironically,
does
the
it?
fertility doctor is, yeah, mate, I'm fertile.
But he'll
as
know
fuck.
all the skills and stuff. He'll know all the like putting it into like a cold environment or a warm environment.
Probably eating all the right stuff.
Yeah.
It's not going to hinder.
Yeah, sitting on it for the right amount of time, like a bird
Yeah,
laying an egg.
it's true.
Yeah, he'll know.
That's
all the
exactly what happened.
He'll know the secret.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what women do, isn't it?
100%.
We impregnate them and then they sit on the egg for a little bit, don't they?
I bet just sat in the toilet.
Yeah. There's an egg in the toilet or something.
Must have been.
And they
Must
sit
have
on
been
it.
something like that, yeah.
That's what I heard.
That's what it was. Fact.
All right, we're just doing the science.
That's what we're going to teach with our kids.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, yeah.
I was talking to my son about that. He was genuinely asking about that.
About what?
About how did he arrive? But he wanted
Oh, I thought, why did mummy
Nah.
piss on the egg that's in the toilet?
no. He wanted proper detail. He wanted
Right.
proper detail, and he's eventually.
Did you start talking about how you like candles and you put romantic music on? Is that...
No, it was just like the word tadpoles was used.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
he wanted to
Jesus.
actually, quite scientific. But I mean, how bad is it to actually go into detail with a kid. Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing as teaching your kid. It's not the same thing, but it's the same thing as teaching your kid. That's a moo cow. No, it's a cow. Why do you need to re-educate them? Do you know what I mean? Like
That's a winky. No, it's a phallus.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to re-educate your children. There is a line in like, this is called murder, like that. And do you know what I mean? They don't need to know that yet.
Yeah.
But if they're asking the questions, their brain's capable of receiving the answer, in my opinion.
To an extent.
Yeah.
How graphic you are, but yeah.
Yeah, to an extent.
Yeah.
I think though, if they're asking the question, you kind of need to like feed it within reason. And that's what I did. I didn't call sperm. I called it tadpoles. And I didn't say like I put my penis inside mummy. I just said, like, do you know what I mean? I just said I need to. I don't know what I said. I can't remember what I said now. But I said like basically along the lines of like I love mummy very much, and then I put my tadpoles in mummy's eggs, and mummy's got eggs inside her, and my tadpoles.
That must be like baffling for a 4-year-old. Like, what? You got eggs in
Yeah,
there?
he lost it. Yeah, he went. Yeah, well, that's as far as I went. But then he obviously like took that. He went to Nana and Granddad's and was like, "Daddy's been sending his tadpoles into mummy. What am I gonna do with my 2 frogs?"
So 2 frogs.
Yeah, because he was talking about, he thought his bollocks were frogs after that.
Oh, because that's where the tadpoles
Because he
come
knew
from.
that tadpoles were frogs.
Yeah.
Came from frogs. Because I'm educating my son, you see. So he knew that, and I was like, I dumbed it down too much.
Yeah.
I should have said fucking sperm.
Yeah.
That's sperm, not tadpoles, because he's now thinking your bollocks are frogs. So I've confused the fuck out of him.
Shit, man.
So smacking kids is a thing.
Giving kids smack is another.
Yeah, no, actual smack.
Yeah.
That's a bit different, but I'm talking more actual smacking your kids. And it's a debate. Where do you lie on that?
My dad, one time when I was playing on the play, it was actually Mega Drive. I was playing Street Fighter 2 on the Mega Drive for ages. He was like, right, it's time to go to bed now. I was like, nope. It's like, Ross, turn it off, going to bed. I was like, nope. And then I kept doing it. This went on and on for probably about 5 minutes. And my dad's quite a soft touch. So he's watching what I was playing on the screen. So he saw a Street Fight like that. And he picked me off the chair, put me down, and went, Hadouken! And uppercutted me up. My head hit the ceiling. Like
A Street Fighter move.
Street Fighter movie, because he was watching. He never played
KO!
KO like that. He said KO and left the room.
Yeah.
And all that did was make me never want to play a video game ever again.
Right,
that's what it did. That was it. I never thought, wow, my dad's a dick. I just thought, well, yeah. All right.
Your dad's a fucking hero.
That's it.
Yeah.
I played loads of video games since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.